Hi, Parrot friend. Sally here. With some very important information regarding your parrot. Malnutrition is the #1 cause of death. The sad fact is that the #1 cause of death in pet parrots is malnutrition. This is not a piece of information I offer joyfully, but I tell you this to help you prepare to care for your parrot as responsibly as possible. Undoubtedly, no bird owner intentionally starves their parrot. And indeed, malnutrition doesn't even indicate your parrot is starving. It means the foods he does eat are not providing him with the nutrients his body needs for proper functioning. The surprising aspect of our knowledge of parrots is just how little we really do know about the nutrient needs of this bird. Parrots have literally been kept in captivity as pets for thousands of years. More than enough time to learn about their dietary needs. But still we know very little about what type of diet keeps them healthy. Few scientific studies exist even today that are concerned with parrot nutrition. Surprisingly, no single authority or any specialized organization has determined an optimum diet for the parrot. That doesn't mean though that you should surrender to the easiest route and feed your parrot only a commercially premixed seed product. If you gave up trying to get your parrot to eat healthy people food, you'd soon discover that his lifespan would be shortened drastically. And that's the last thing you want. Your omnivorous parrot. The one fact that many pet owners do not know is that all parrots are omnivorous. If you recall from your science in middle school, omnivorous means that an animal eats both plants and animals. The average human diet is based on our being omnivorous. Unless you adopt a vegan lifestyle, you subsist not only on plants, fruits and vegetables, but animals as well, beef and poultry for example. Not only could malnutrition cause your bird to die sooner than he should, some experts believe this problem is also the root cause of many behavioral problems in parrots as well. Just compare how we feel when we eat certain foods as opposed to others. When we eat diets that contain an abundance of sugar or fat that are for the most part void of essential nutrients, we feel it in our actions. By contrast, when we ensure we eat healthy fruits and vegetables, we feel more energetic. Today, many doctors believe that a diet may even be at the root cause of a host of human behavioral problems, such as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, as well as bipolar disorder. Why wouldn't a poor diet also affect your parrot in a similar way? As difficult and time-consuming it may seem, as a responsible parrot parent you need to resist the idea of relying heavily on seed mixture alone. Your parrot craves a variety of foods in his diet. And with a little patience you'll discover what truly makes him both happy and healthy. In the process, though, you may discover that your parrot requires foods that many so-called experts in bird care may not wholeheartedly recommend. Don't worry about that. If you discover you're feeding your bird a food that one authority has passed judgment on as unnecessary, you're bound to be rewarded if you research a little more. Certainly, another professional in the subject encourages this type of diet. That's not to say you can feed your parrot junk food. We're talking about fruits, vegetables and yes, even some types of meats. Perhaps this is the biggest surprise of all to those who are bringing their first parrot home. The absolute variety of foods that a parrot has the potential to eat is staggering. You'll come to appreciate the fundamental problems of determining the most nutritious diet for your parrot if you know a little about the history of the parrot as a pet. In this way, you'll learn how the ideas of parrot diets evolved. And you'll have a better idea of what your parrot really needs. If you would like to learn more on expert feeding, training, caring and health advice for your parrot, click the link below this video and get a copy of our ebook. It only costs $3.99 and is jam-packed with vital information for your parrot. Thank you. The myth of the seed-based diet. Until recently, in fact the last few decades, pet parrots have lived on a seed-based diet which has been supplemented by what many call table foods and a variety of fruit. But we're beginning to learn that these seed mixtures don't supply your parrot with the overall nutrition needed for robust good health. Why? Well, for one thing, Seeds don't possess an adequate calcium and phosphorus ratio. This leads to a calcium deficiency. And you can't find much vitamin A in a seed mixture, and this nutrient is essential to the bird's immune system. And most importantly, seeds don't even come close to providing the proper protein requirements a parrot needs. But there's even more reason why the commercial seed you may have thought your parrot could live on isn't a nutritious diet. The seeds used in this mix are also grown to produce cooking oils. This means that aren't even the same quality as the seeds your parrot would find in the wild. So as much as you may think you're feeding your parrot a natural diet of seeds, you really are not. Some animal experts had recognized this fundamental dietary problem and tried to correct it. The answer was a product called pellets. And indeed, it was a more nutritious alternative than the seeds. The myth of the pellet-based diet. Now that we've had enough time to look at the effects of feeding parrots a strictly pellet diet, we realize that wasn't the total answer. Protein levels, for example, in some parrot species are too high when they're fed a pellet-only diet. This produced some surprising health consequences. Some birds developed gout. But that's not all. Other instances of iron toxicity were reported as well as vitamin D toxicity. A little less common were reports of a condition called porosis, which is the twisting of the bird's leg bones. This is caused by low levels of chlorine. Now you're beginning to see the ultimate problem. Science just doesn't know enough about the overall nutritional needs of the parrot to think that one manufactured, artificial diet can supply 100% of the bird's needs. But the pellet problem nonetheless brought the parrot experts and scientists back to square one in the diet handbook. Just what do you feed a parrot, and more importantly, in what proportions? Thank you for listening to this video. I hope you found the information helpful. I wish you and your parrot many, happy, healthy years together. Thank you. And remember, the link to the ebook is below this video. Take care.